How's everybody doing today? This is episode 27 of a series that I started a couple years ago that I'm sure is going to run into perpetuity that I titled Black People This Is Why, a masterclass on how to handle yourself and conduct yourself when having any type of run-in with law enforcement. And the reason what made me make this series is because, over the years we've seen so many situations where black people and police have ended fatally and in other cases bad when it didn't have to go that way. And then we come with the protesting and we come with the, oh, this, woe to me because I'm black, cops hate me, and all these, or whatever. You come with all of that after. And the people who are so-called leaders, the pastors, the people who are put in place that we should be looking at for beacons of wisdom to teach us how to conduct ourselves in these type of situations, they're not telling us that. Instead, they're telling us that police hate black people, police want to kill black people, and this is what black children are raised with, this mindset from jits. And they grow up with this seed inside them that grows into a tree that when I have a run-in with police, they automatically against me. So I have to react accordingly, which is very stupid however you look at it. Even if you wasn't taught how to conduct yourself with police, saying that you are afraid of police, but when they pull you over, you are completely irate, not following any of their direct verbal orders and just completely combative, that's an oxymoron. My thing would be, if you're so scared of these people, if they're out to kill you, when they pull you over, you would kind of be pretty much, anti-combative. You would be, the word I'm looking for, I'm trying to look for a particular word, you would be cooperative. That's the word I'm looking, cooperative, right? But it seems to be the opposite. And so what I did with this, I call this a master class, because I'm telling you what not to do, what to do, and I use real life situations with black people and say what they did wrong and what they did right in some situations. I don't watch the video before I play it, so I don't know what's going to happen. But a lot of times what will happen is they'll post on social media, or somebody will pull their phone out and they'll catch a 30-second situation of a cop having an interaction with a black person of a 30-minute or hour-long situation. They don't get the whole ins and out. They don't understand the law. They don't understand that in certain situations, excessive force is legal. When you're dealing with the severity of the crime, the immediacy of the threat, if the person is actively resisting arrest, or if they're attempting to evade arrest by flight, right? Or like I say, when you talk about the immediacy, if they got somebody if it's somebody that's just say your most wanted person, and they think that's you and you fit the description, of course they're going to handle you in a different way than they may handle this grandma, right? But I digress. What I'm saying is this. We have to be proactive. Whatever the situation is, right or wrong, indifferent, you have to be proactive when you're dealing with law enforcement. And that's what this masterclass is all about, teaching you how to be proactive instead of being reactive. Because when you get beat up by police or killed, everything that happened after that doesn't matter. You got beat up. You got killed. So we have to be proactive when we're dealing with the police officers, because they have a job too, and they want to make it home to their family. And what I can also guarantee you is this. Two things I can guarantee you. One thing is this. If you get pulled over or approached by law enforcement, right or wrong, your attitude being on 100 is not going to make them say, you know what, you right, let's abort mission. All you're going to do is make their attitude turn, in some cases, to match yours. And you don't want somebody to match your attitude when it's on 100, when they got a gun and they got a people that's with them and they can restrain you. They got weapons. They got not just a gun. They got a taser. They got things that they can use to restrain you. So why would you want this person to get on your level? Some cops do. Some cops don't. Because cops are supposed to be de-escalators. But at the end of the day, we have to also understand that police are human beings too. And over the last couple of years, they have been over scrutinized and treated like trash, all because of the small percentage of bad ones that they have. Most cops are good. And I know this from firsthand example. And I always was taught, see, I came up in a two-parent household and I was told to respect all authority, not just some. So anytime I was pulled over by police, I always, sometimes I had to take a fall, but most of the time it was time where I was riding dirty and was able to ride off in the sunset because I talked to them the right way and they told me slow it down and have a nice day. But with this new generation and this new culture that we have to teach our children how to regulate their emotions, and we also have to teach them how to be proactive. And that means avoiding something from happening, avoiding anything. Whatever the cops tell you, do it. If they wrong, you make sure you get their badge number and we'll take it care after that. And trust me, these things are not being taken lightly with police stations, with police and law enforcement, because they have been so over scrutinized. Everything gets investigated. But another thing that happened in 2020 with the George Floyd and all that situation, now every cop has to have a body cam. Not some, not just the supervisor. Every single last one of them must have body cam on them at all times. And these body cams cannot be doctored. What happens is when they clock on, they put it on. When they clock off, they put it on a charging port that sucks all the information that goes into an not an international, but a national database. For that they may need to use for, of course, a civil case situation like this, but it can't be doctored. And I told black people, I said, look, y'all pushing for these body cams, it's going to hurt y'all. Because what y'all say is not going to be what y'all say no more. It's not going to be what the cops say no more. It's going to be what the video and audio says. And there's a lot of people over the years who didn't get what they think they were going to get. They thought they were going to get a lawsuit and they thought they were going to do this, but once the law was found liable and justified and using the excessive force, even if it became fatal, it's no more automatic, or we're going to just give them a loss. We're just going to give them some money now. They not giving you nothing. They wrong, they will, but if they not, they not. The situation with Breonna Taylor, she just so happened to catch a stray bullet. Her family got $18 million, but she's no longer here. And although that wasn't her fault per se, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but we're not going to go off into that. I actually have a video on my channel about that. I recorded years ago. You can go check it out. But when officers make errors, they're going to be sanctioned for it, sometime with their job. And so you don't have to worry about that. What you need to worry about is yourself or your children. By teaching them this, don't teach them to hate police officers. Teach them to respect authority. Because it's going to go into their benefit. When these cops pull you over, do what they say, be respectful as possible, and get this situation rectified as quick as possible, where he can go on his way to his family at the end of his shift, and you can go and get where you going. And so as you guys see on the screen, on May 5th, 2024, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for an illegal left turn. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Let's watch it together.
On May 5th, 2024, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for an illegal left turn.
Morning. How you doing? You understand the reason why I stopped you this morning, man? Good. You can't, excuse me? I'm bored. Can you see, let me see your driver's license. I pulled you over because you can't.
We already starting off wrong. You trying to be slick and you trying to be smart. Listen, sweetheart, this is not your baby daddy. This is not old girl in the club. This is a authoritative figure. And I'm not going to go too hard and bash our parents, because sometimes our parents teach us values that we don't carry on when we be adults, unfortunately. But again, this young lady automatically starting off wrong. Now let's just say there's a cop that's having a bad day. Because again, police are human beings too. We don't know what these people go through, not just on the job or outside the job. Right? And here you are, you're getting an attitude with him because you did something wrong. It wasn't that he just woke up today and said, you know what, I'm going to pull. No, you did something wrong, whether it was a traffic or you have some stolen items you call, whatever about to go on, whatever about to take place. And he's doing his job as an authoritative, protect and serve officer of the community. And you get an attitude being trying to be sarcastic. He pulled you over because he was bored. Come on now, but let's continue.
Metro West, and you cross the median where you're not supposed to, and there's a sign there that clearly says "Do not enter." Driver's license.
What says do not enter?
Driver's license.
What says do not enter?
Driver's license.
Tell me what says do not enter.
Call 47 Connecticut. Correct.
Yeah, this gonna turn bad. I can see it now. She's being very combative with the officer. The officer now is calling backup. This is not gonna end well. I can tell you now. But let's continue and see what happens.
How you doing too much? Am I got for where?
Driver's license, please.
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
Nope.
All right, shut off the car. Shut off the car. If you don't listen to my order, I'm going to detain you in handcuffs. Shut off the car now.
Okay, go ahead. I'm pregnant. And I'm pregnant.
Okay,
so you touch
step
me.
out. Step on out. Step on out.
No.
Listen. Listen to my ladies. Just for everywhere you at. This officer sounds like he's of Hispanic descent. I don't know. Maybe he's black. I don't know. But you telling the officer that you're a woman, you telling the officer that you're pregnant, none of this matters when you become to get irate and disrespectful. The officer has to do his job. He don't know who you are. You could be a mass killer. You could be somebody who just killed somebody. You could be somebody who just did anything trying to get away. He can't just say, oh, so you're pregnant, I'm going to let you. That is not a get out of jail free card. You're acting combative and looks like this officer is meeting you in your combativeness. And it's very dangerous. He's a man, you're a woman, and you're saying you're pregnant. I can't really tell you're a slim woman. But the thing is this, you handle this horribly. And it's probably going to turn out horribly for you at the end. But let's see what happens.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Okay, stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Leave me alone.
Stop resisting.
I got her. Leave me alone.
Get the seatbelt.
I didn't do that.
It's not on. It's not on.
Oh, well, woman's there very quick. Woman officer. Let's continue.
Stop it. Leave me alone.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Taking me out for what?
Stop resisting. Because you're resisting a lawful order.
Resisting for what? I didn't do that. I'm gonna punch y'all in your face because y'all doing too much.
And again, I tell people all the time, we are having a mental health crisis in our country. We especially have a mental health crisis in our community. I'm speaking on the black community. I'm a black man. And we have a lot of these women who have unhealed childhood trauma. They grow up, they make children with gentlemen who don't want nothing to do with them but what's between their legs. They get stuck with these children, and what happens is they have to be overworked now. They're overwhelmed, they're angry. And a lot of them, they go from dude to dude. All of these dudes leave their spirit in them. And they have and these spirits have them feeling bipolar and all kind of stuff that they go through. And they are a walking time bomb. And all it takes for a situation like this, or a situation getting into with another female, and before you know it, somebody can be killed. Somebody in her case is getting arrested. She's threatening the officer to punch them. And I mean, she is completely gone over the edge. For one, you're a woman, right? You're a pregnant woman, allegedly. It's 3 officers here. You're fighting these officers. This never should have got here. This never should have reached this point. Okay, officer, you say I did this. Okay, I don't think I did that, but let's try to get this figured out. Okay, you did this. And the officer, she'd be nice. The officer probably would have let her go, especially after she said she was pregnant. He probably been like, okay, look, that's just not happening. It wasn't like she hit nobody. It wasn't no big deal. She made a hill into a mountain by disrespect and being combative. But again, this is their spirit, because a lot of them are overwhelmed. A lot of them have a lot of anger inside them from so much, as for mentioning the things I said. Unhealed childhood trauma, broken hearts after broken hearts. And the spirit is just upset. And instead of turning to God, they go to the therapist, they go to the local, the street pharmacist, they go to the local corner store and get liquor. They find all of these things to band-aid these issues instead of going to the Most High and getting real help. And what happens is these issues begin to compound, and all it takes is one small simple fact. All it takes is one simple thing, and they snap. And apparently that's the situation that this young lady is going through, because telling 3 officers that you about to punch them and they doing too much, and I mean, come on, man. All you had to do is say, look, okay, officer, I don't have a license. I'm sorry for what I did, but I don't have a license. Because before he even asked you for all that, you had an attitude and saying that you pulled me over because you bored. You turned this bad from the get-go, from the offset, right? And so now, give me your license then. Because he might have wouldn't even ask for that. You would have been like, look, what I did. Oh, you did this. Okay, I don't believe that, but I'm sorry, officer. How can we get this rectified? I'm pregnant, and and he probably let you go. And now we got this situation about to happen. I don't know how far this is going to go, but again, you could possibly have a miscarriage because of your action. And the cops will be 100% justified because they met your actions. They met you. And again, in a situation like this, excessive force, which being used, which we see, is 100% legal. But let's continue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I promise you. Because I just do this. No, because I just do nothing wrong.
Stop resisting. Stop. You're resisting.
You're hurting my arm.
Stop resisting.
You're hurting my
Stop
arm.
resisting.
Yeah, she look like a strong little something, huh?
Now you get charged with resisting with violence. Stop resisting. Stop.
So see, this is the part where, as you see in the left hand corner, a car passed by. But any given person around this particular area that's black, they'll see this. They hear her saying she's pregnant. They'll pull out their phone. They didn't see the attitude she had that brought this on. They didn't see that. What they'll do is they'll see this part. They'll pull out their phone and create a narrative. They'll post it on social media and say, "Ooh, this is how they treat us." And again, it'll feed the narrative that they already believe, which is a false narrative, that cops are just out here to treat black people bad. But again, they won't see or even care to investigate what caused this before making that false narrative or before making their opinion on this situation. But let's continue.
Stop resisting. Stop.
Go.
I will tase your ass. So step the back. Stop resisting.
Now, whoever that officer was that said that, apparently he's a no-nonsense officer. He don't have time today. Let's continue.
Y'all just bored as and I got somewhere to be.
Stop resisting.
Let go. You're hurting my arm. Stop
Stop resisting.
Get in your face.
No.
Stay back. No.
I'll tease you too.
Let me down. Let me go. You guys are gonna get it.
Yep. Hold on. Stop resisting. Stop.
Let go of my leg. I can walk. Let go of my leg. I can walk.
Stop resisting. Stop.
Why y'all holding me like
Stop
this?
resisting.
Let go of my leg. I can walk.
Stop.
Stop kicking hands. Let go of my leg. Let go of my leg. I can walk.
Stop.
Hey, you gotta pushing on my stomach. Let go.
Stop.
Of my leg. I can walk.
Stop.
Let go of my leg.
Stop.
Walk.
Wait. You guys want to put it free? No.
And she gotta be strong, man, because there's 2 cops, and I don't know who behind up. I don't know who the body cam guy, what he look like, but this guy here seems like he's pretty in shape, and she got them out of breath. This little bitty woman, but again, let me just continue.
You're 10-4. We have
Let go of my arm. Let go of my arm.
Stop.
You guys are not listening.
Stop.
If I spit on y'all,
You're not listening. If you spit on us, we get charged with battery on law enforcement officer. Stop. Stop. She's the
That's 2 threats. She's threatening to punch him. Now she's threatening to spit on him. I want everybody to hear this. Let's continue.
Stop. You called all this press.
You did, bitch.
No.
Calm down. You did.
No.
Everybody's coming up. Pregnant.
Stop resisting that. Stop. If you're pregnant, then stop moving around.
You let me fucking go.
Stop spitting. Not trying to spit in my face.
You let me
Spit in my face. No.
I don't give a all these bitches. Let me go.
Traffic stop. You had an attitude. You don't want to fly the orders.
Man, there's 3 officers. She a strong little something, huh? Let's continue.
Send me another
I
unit.
don't have my license. I just came from home.
Well, you know what? You would have had a simple verbal warning and not showed your attitude like that. Too bad.
A simple verbal warning. Turn to this. You hear that, guys? A simple verbal warning. Let's continue.
You're going to jail now.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, you are. No, you're going to jail.
Damn.
Stop. No shit. Let her
I can't let go of me. You have my stomach. I'm telling you multiple times. Damn.
Unlock it and put her in the car.
Don't hurt my stomach. You're not listening. I think about you be broke.
Get on the other side, pull her across.
Stop. 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 If you know you're pregnant, then stop.
Okay, what is that? Touch me, stupid bitch.
That's a kick. That's a kick. We all seen it. We all just seen that.
Fuck, let me go.
What?
Let me go.
I'm going to tell you.
Let me go.
It don't make no sense.
Seatbelt it in?
No.
Let's take her in the car.
Might have to probably.
Alright.
Give her a minute.
Yeah, you guys will follow and you take her. She's claiming she's pregnant. Oh, wait.
No 44. So because of how stop kicking the back of my car.
I need to go.
Well, you're going to jail now. Yes, you are. And if you fight in jail, they're going to safe book you. I know you don't. Simple traffic stop.
That's 24 hours. 45. What's up, Angelo? IV 10 Marley Street.
Yep. Oh, simple traffic stop. She got the attitude. She started fighting. I don't, you guys are debating.
Oh, I see. I've heard about those.
They don't work. They're not that effective, in my opinion.
We're going to call that car.
Hey, just.
Have you ever put this on before?
No, but I've read about them in policy.
So we have to hold her legs, get her legs in the cup so she can't move. We'll wrap this around her legs, tighten it, right there.
And guess what? They didn't even have to do all that. All they had to do was take her on in. But because what she's doing, she's turning them up. And again, as I said at the beginning of the video, why would you want to go from 0 to 100 on the officer and potentially he match your 100 and he got all kind of stuff in his arsenal to make your life worse than what it's about to be? Why? You in the back of these people police car kicking, and then again, I take that back. I take that back when I just said he didn't have to do all that, because he do. Because you're in the back kicking, probably kicking this man window. So now he gotta restrain your leg. You about to go to jail, wrapped up and detained like a chicken. Let's continue.
I crossed the thing. I put my finger on everything.
There's a sign that says clearly do not pass it. Right there. You can fight it in court.
I don't want it, but I need to go. I don't need to be there.
Hold on. That's going around.
It's too late for tears, sweetheart. You had an opportunity. We all watch.
Just shut the door for now.
Shut the door. She's not kicking. It's fine.
I still wanted to kick me.
Okay.
She's out.
No, just go ahead and shut this door.
Okay. She's going over.
What's your name?
Yeah, she's. Okay, perfect.
I just made a U-turn.
You didn't make a U-turn. You did not make a U-turn, ma'am.
I guess we did develop battery. You got a straight.
Yeah, she got me a little. It's fine. Just.
Well, she was actively resisting.
She was gonna beat me, and like she said she's gonna kick him.
Yeah, so and right there's your intent. So
I made her left. I got like.
No, you did not. I saw you.
Right there.
I didn't know she was pregnant, so I didn't want to like put her face down with the tactic we learned. So
I want her out of here before family starts showing up.
Oh yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, you tried to spit in an officer's face, and you follow resistance.
I'm gonna pull up next to him so people stop driving right here real quick.
Just give him room to get out. Just pull up right about there.
You require medical assistance. I take that as a no.
13 feet, J1P,
She was charged with assault on the officer, battery on the officer, resisting with arrest. Look at this. Now she about to have to get bonded out. Say she was on her way to work, so she probably going to be late to work. All this because you had an attitude for whatever reason, what's going on in your personal life. You were raised to hate police, whatever. You could have just said, what's going on, sir? And the man just said, now we don't know if he's telling the truth, but I believe him. For being in certain situations like that before, that he would have let her go with a verbal. And look what all this caused because of your actions.
Go.
And another thing that I like to speak about and why I named this the series Black People This Is Why. See, some situations you get it be certain times, and as a black man with tattoos all over my body and dreadlocks, it be times where you're pulled over and you automatically get that energy from them, not because you're black, but because the reputation of people that are black, right? And so, black people, this is why. This is why sometimes when you're pulled over, you automatically get that energy. Like, look, it's about to go down if you don't cooperate, because people like her, they don't know if you're a black woman like her. All of these videos that I have of black men, they don't know if you're a black man like that. They don't know. These people don't know. These people main objective, these people modus operandi is making it home to their family. That's their modus operandi. And they're going to do that by any means necessary, even if it costs your life. And now with the body cam, everything is going to be out for everybody to see. But again, man, when you have any running with law officers, number one, definitely don't do what she did. Be as cooperative as possible, kind, respectful, and follow any direct verbal orders that you're being told. If you feel like your rights are being violated, you make sure you get the officer's name or badge number or both. Take it to that police station or sheriff office, wherever he works at, and it will be taken care of and investigated. I promise you that. But don't end up beat up on the street. Don't end up in jail for nothing. Don't end up dead on the street over something stupid. Because guess what? You gonna lose. Don't play that game. I thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow with my live stream. We do live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do these type of episodes, body cam series, a masterclass. Black People This Is Why, every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank y'all for watching, and God bless.